Hello and welcome back to Smells Like Home Cooking. Today, to help you get into the festive spirit, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really easy fruit cake, perfect for Christmas, that doesn't need any soaking or feeding, but that's light and delicious. I'll put all the ingredients in the description below, including the ones for the icing that I'll show you later. It takes a bit of time to weigh all those out, but once you've got them, it gets easier. We just add all the dried fruit to the food processor. Now we're going to blitz this up until it comes to a fairly even consistency. I use the pulse function on this Magimix. Once you get to this sort of texture, you're done and we can add it to a large bowl. To this I'm going to add the apple that I've peeled, but I've not cored it, so I just grate it. And then when I get down to the core, I turn it round so that I can grate the next edge. And keep going until all the edges are done. Next, add the finely grated zest of 1 clementine. And then just squeeze in the juice. Just be careful to catch any pips you might find in there. Pour in 100 ml of your stout, which normally leaves a bit in the can for the chef. And then give it all a good stir. Now back in the food processor, there's no need to clean the bowl first, we just add the sugar and the butter and give that a good old blitz together. Keep going until it gets lighter and fluffy, and then we're going to add the eggs. I like to crack them into a bowl first, just in case I get any shell in there, but then we'll add them one at a time to the mixture while the machine is still running. Finally, to this we add the milk, just pouring it in a steady stream while continuing to mix. Once all the milk has been incorporated, add that mixture to the fruit and then fold it in, trying to keep as much air in it as possible. Now we need to sift in the baking powder, the flour and the cocoa. To that I add a teaspoon of ground ginger, another teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and then a final teaspoon of mixed spice. This all then needs folding in again until fully mixed together. Once it looks like this, we're ready to add it to our prepared baking tin. This tin should be 20 centimeters squared, and I've lined it with butter and greaseproof paper. Once ready to go in the oven, this will need about 2 hours at 150 degrees C. It's worth checking it after about an hour and 3/4 with a skewer. If it comes out clean, then it's done. I'll leave it to cool in the tin for about 30 minutes and then transfer it to a wire rack to finish off cooling. Once it's all cooled, I brush it with some jam. This is apricot jam, but you can use other jams. It's then up to you how you decorate it after that. You can just use some dried fruit and then give it another glaze with some more jam, or you can use marzipan and fondant icing and add some decorations on top. But here I'm going to make some royal icing. To do this, sieve 700 grams of icing sugar and then whisk up 3 large egg whites in a bowl until fluffy. And then gradually fold in the icing sugar into the egg whites. This does take quite a while, but it's quite therapeutic, and then you just need to add a half teaspoon of glycerine. And then the juice of half a lemon. Finally, beat it until it starts to come to stiff peaks, and then it's ready to use. This is what you're looking for. I simply spoon this onto the cake and then smooth it out with a palette knife. As a finishing touch, we're going to make some Christmas trees. This is just some fondant that we've coloured green, and then we're going to form it into conical shapes, and then we'll get some scissors and simply snip in some branches. We've simply placed these on the cake and then adding some icing sugar snow as a final wintry touch. So there you have it, a light and easy Christmas cake. Perfect for Christmas, but great any time of the year. All that's left to say is Happy Christmas. I hope you have a great time, and thanks for watching Smells Like Home Cooking. See you again next year.